Moving on now. President Trump is furious after a court ruling targeted his key policy tool, tariffs. Following a recent Supreme Court ruling that struck down his tariff powers, Trump has issued a stronger warning. Turning to social media, Trump said any country that attempts to back out of trade agreements or take advantage of the US court decision will face much higher tariffs. He made it clear that he is prepared to hit back hard using other legal routes. Trump added that the US would not tolerate what he called decades of unfair trade practices and exploitation.
Any country that wants to play games with the ridiculous Supreme Court decision, especially those that have ripped off the USA for years and even decades, will be met with much higher tariffs and worse than what they recently agreed to. Buyer beware. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Unsurprisingly, Trump also criticized the Supreme Court justices who ruled against him, including two he appointed during his first term. He said the decision could limit presidential power in other cases as well, including a pending ruling on birthright citizenship.
The Supreme Court of the United States accidentally and unwittingly gave me, as President of the United States, far more powers and strength than I had prior to their ridiculous, dumb, and very internationally divisive ruling.
And Trump added that his administration will introduce new license fees on trading partners. However, he did not provide details on a timeline or how these fees would be structured. Trump also announced a new temporary 15% import duty on goods from all countries, which takes effect today. According to the Supreme Court, Trump is not authorized emergency economic powers to impose unilateral tariffs. However, Trump claimed he would use other avenues to impose duties in a stronger and more legally secure way.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
And a US trade representative also hinted that fresh tariffs may soon be possible as a result of new investigations into alleged unfair trade practices by other nations. And global markets also reacted to Trump's latest comments. Major indices fell as investors worried about the impact of new trade conflicts. The US dollar also declined a little against other major currencies. In the meantime, China has urged Washington to reverse its tariff policies. India, too, has postponed trade discussions with America. Taken together, these moves underline President Trump's vigorous tariff policy. Businesses, governments, and international markets are closely monitoring the situation as it unfolds. What Trump does next could influence trade relations, market sentiment, and the wider global economy.
Power doesn't end quietly. Some deaths are not accidents. They are messages. A gunshot, a crowd, a country frozen. The killer disappears. The questions don't. This is not just about who died. It's about what followed. Governments fell. Armies moved. History rewrote itself. 5 leaders. 5 moments. One pattern. The assassination.